Yo, what is Snapcracklin' and popping, guys? I am the Storm, and you are here for something a little bit new to my channel. Not even a little bit, a lot of it new to my channel. I am doing my first ever top 10 to bring in the new year. You know, it's a new year. I want to bring new stuff to the channel, and I gotta say there's a lot of it coming. Next Friday, you're going to find a new series, but that'll be more talked about when it gets here. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but let's get into this top 10, which is going to be my top 10 favorite Mega Evolutions. Starting at number 10 is Tyranitar, because I love Mega Tyranitar's design. It is sick, and he's a great Pokemon. I used him in my YLP, and as soon as I found the Tyranitar, I was like, holy crap, and I started using it, and it was just phenomenal. Plus, Tyranitar is only at number 10 because there's a lot of Mega Evolutions that I like a lot. But then there's also a lot of Mega Evolutions that I can't stand, which we'll get into that at another time. Coming in at number 9 is Blaziken, because I love Mega Blaziken. I used it in Oros. I didn't get to use the one in X and Y because I didn't have any Wi-Fi, so I couldn't get mine. But I got the Torchic, I just didn't use it. I guess that kind of makes sense. Blaziken's awesome. It gets speed boost. It's super freaking powerful. The reason it's at number 9 is because there's really nowhere besides in-game that I can use it. And in-game, nothing can even touch Mega Blaziken because he's going to outspeed and OHKO anything in-game. No matter what, pretty much. But that's why he's number 9, is because you can't use him anywhere but Ubers. And let's just face it, Ubers is a fucking mess. Like, people just fucking bring in a team of 6 legendaries, all Mega Evolved or Primal Evolutions or some shit. Stupid. Coming in at number 8 is a Pokemon I really liked. I like it by its design, and I like its role in the movie, the one with Genesect. If you watched that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Mega Mewtwo Y comes in at number 8 because Mega Mewtwo Y looks sick, and its voice acting was awesome, and its role in the movie was just freaking awesome. That was a great movie. I watched the movie, and I loved that movie. But I love Mega Mewtwo Y's design, plus its pure power, and the reason it's so low on the list is because the same reason as Blaziken, literally there's pretty much nowhere you can use it, because by the time you get the Y Mega Stone for Mewtwo, you've pretty much beaten the game. Where are you going to use it besides, of course, that unforgotten shitland known as Ubers? Coming in at number 7 is Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard Y, in my opinion, Shinied is probably one of the coolest Megas ever because it looks amazing shiny. I hate Mega Charizard X shiny, and I like Mega Charizard X, don't get me wrong. I used it in my X playthrough, but as far as using it anywhere else, I don't know. I just don't really use it that much. It probably would have been like 15th maybe on my list, somewhere down there, because Charizard X is cool, don't get me wrong, his design's awesome. And I mean, I watched Origins where he went to town on Mewtwo, but you know, Mega Charizard X is nowhere near as close to me as Mega Charizard Y, because Mega Charizard Y just feels like the exact Mega that should have happened for Charizard based off of Kanto and all the years we've known Charizard. It's just exactly what it should have been, which is why he is on this list for sure. Next up, oddly enough, coming in at number 6 is Mega Venusaur. And this might surprise a couple of people because Mega Venusaur is nowhere near the greatest Mega, but it's all back to my childhood when I played Fire Red and Leaf Green, and I chose Bulbasaur, and I've loved Bulbasaur ever since I watched the anime, since I had his Pokemon card, since I had a plush of Bulbasaur, since I've seen Bulbasaur and Venusaur. I love the whole evolution line. Venusaur is just sick, and Mega Venusaur looks awesome. It has thick fat, so Ice-type moves don't hardly touch it. Fire-type moves don't hardly touch it, so all you got left really is flying. Mega Venusaur is actually pretty powerful if you look at it too. And I just love Venusaur. Venusaur is my favorite Kanto starter out of everything. I used Blastoise in my YLP. I used Mega Blastoise. I had Chespin and Blastoise, or Chespin and Squirtle were my 2 starter choices. And I gotta admit, I liked Mega Blastoise. I mean, it could get a good competitive moveset, but I don't really go competitive that often. I'm not that guy that does competitive battling. Maybe one day, if I can ever figure out how to be halfway good at it, but until that day comes, I'm just gonna stick to my reasons for liking Pokemon, that they're awesome and they're cool looking. Yep, that's pretty much it. No, just kidding. I love Pokemon though. Coming in at number 5 is a brand new Mega that came to Oras. It represents one of the games really well, and it has a counterpart that represents the other games really well. It is the Ace of Maxi, also known as Mega Camerupt. Mega Camerupt, or Camerupt, however the hell you want to pronounce it, he's a beast. I mean, just look at his design. Look at him shinied. Like, I'm going to have the shiny version and the normal version because I love the shiny Megas a lot. And that's another reason why another choice is the way it is. Mega Camerupt is badass. He's a fucking camel with a volcano as his hump. Think of that in real life. Think if you had the fucking camels that people back in, I don't even know how far back we're going here. You know, back when like Jesus was here and shit? Back when Jesus and everybody rode on camels. Imagine if their camels had a volcano on them. You wouldn't ride them. Just imagine the shit that they would do. They would come in and just fucking crush the world. The world would like fall to Mega Camerupt because they're like, we're scared of volcanoes as it is. Volcanic lava is really scary. And now you just put it and made it mobile. I'm out. That's how I think people would react to Mega Camerupt, because Mega Camerupt comes in and he does work. Plus, you can use him in-game, and he could be a really valuable member to your team, because he does put in a lot of work as far as damaging Pokemon and his coverage and all of that, because he takes out Steel types. He completely bodies Steel types, so Mega Metagross isn't even a thing to Mega Camerupt. And then, of course, he takes out... What else does he take out? He takes out Electric types, he takes out Grass types, he takes out Ice types, he takes out... Rock types. What else is ground super effective against? Takes out fire types. He has a great amount of Pokemon that he can take out. Plus, you can give him Hidden Power Ice or some shit like that, I'm sure, if you actually feel like it. I don't know. Whoever knows competitive shit, comment below and tell me if any of these Pokemon are good competitively or not, as far as Megas go, because I don't know. I don't do competitive really, but, you know... Coming in at number 4 is a Mega that I actually really like. It is great competitive, and I've gotten swept by one, I think, 3 times now. And that is Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile is sick as fuck. You took Mawile, who was like... I always was skeptical of Mawile back in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And I never really knew... Like, it was kind of like Absol, you know? How Absol was kind of shit in 3rd gen. But as we got up through the ranks, they gave him fairy typing, they gave him a Mega, and it just went ham on everything, which is why it is now one of the biggest forces in competitive. In OU, I should say. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and talk a whole lot about competitive, because I don't know a whole lot about competitive, and I'm going to sound like an idiot if I start talking about it. Mawile is also a mascot to a really good friend of mine named Swords Dance, so shout out to him. He's a great dude. He loves Mawile. Mawile is his bae, more or less. And I just think that Mawile, like, I can't remember his ability off the top of my head, but he gets such a nice moveset. Like, he could set up with Swords Dance, sub, and then he could Focus Punch if he wants to, or he could just do, like, what is it, Moonblast? Not even Moonblast. Doesn't he get, isn't there a physical, is there a physical fairy type move? I can't think. I don't think there is. I know he gets like Fire Fang and shit, but I don't know. I know he can get a fairy type move. I just can't remember off the top of my head what it is. I mean, I know Swords will let me know, but I know he gets good moves. He's great. He can set up Swords Dances, and he can just pretty much sweep you, and it's GG hater at that point. Next up is another Mega from Oras. Love this Mega to death. This Mega... I'm surprised, honestly, that it's not Uber's, but I'm glad it's not. And that is Mega Altaria. Mega Altaria looks gorgeous. Mega Altaria shiny looks gorgeous. Everything about Mega Altaria is perfect. It gets Dragon Fairy, so his Fairy type weakness out the window, pretty much. He resists Fairy now. He resists Dragon, so literally the only thing super effective against him is Ice. That's it, and I'm pretty sure Altaria gets Flamethrower or Fire Blast, or what? Yeah, I know it gets Fire Blast, so you can take out his Ice-type weakness, more or less. And if you rock Return and Max's Happiness, you could just body everything with Pixelate. That is its ability, I'm almost positive. Pretty sure. I can actually look that up real quick, it's on my screen. Yeah, it has Pixelate, like I thought. Pixelate just, I mean, it's so good because it's typing. Just think of its typing. And I mean, his Mega Stone is beautiful too, but I mean, just his typing is really, really fucking awesome. And you gotta love Mega Altaria. It looks like like, if you could sleep on that, I feel like it would be a memory foam times 4,000. And it would just be the softest thing ever. Like a pile of newborn kittens that are the softest thing you've ever touched ever. And you're just laying on them, surrounded by a dragon underneath. God, that sounds graphic. Moving on, coming in at number 2, the runner-up is a Mega that I absolutely love. Used it in Y, used it in X, and I even used it, well, currently I'm using it in Omega Ruby. That is Mega Gardevoir. Mega Gardevoir, shiny and unshiny, is one of the most badass Pokemon ever, in my opinion. It gets Pixelate, so it's just the same thing as Altaria. If you rock Return or any of those moves on it, you're gonna just body everything. Gardevoir could come in, it could set up Calm Minds, it can eat a hit, and then it could just outspeed a lot of stuff, so it can just body a lot of the Pokemon. Mega Gardevoir is so powerful, it's just, and its design is sick as fuck. And then you can't get the stone for it for a while in X and Y. I don't know where you get it in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I haven't went looking for any Mega Stones yet because, quite frankly, to me, they're just not that useful. But Mega Gardevoir Shiny is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And when I first saw Gardevoir, I was skeptical because I was like, did they just get rid of its legs and make its leg like a fucking skirt dress thing? But now, looking at it now, I can see that it still has its legs, so it is completely awesome, and it resembles Gardevoir so well. It is just such a good design of a Mega. Completely well done by Game Freak on this one. Some of them I'm not going to get into, but of course, if you didn't already see this coming, it is time for number 1, and we all know what number 1 is going to be. Of course, my number 1 Mega Evolution is Heracross. Heracross is the most badass Mega in all of fucking Pokemon. It gets Skill Link, the greatest ability ever. No, I'm just fucking playing with you. Fuck Heracross. Heracross can go suck a dick and get the fuck out of my fucking video. But he was up there just to fool with you guys, so lols. Now, number 1, of course, is the badass, known himself around the world as Absol. And if you didn't see that coming, I already knew you saw that coming, because just go look at my channel art and my icon, it's Mega Absol. Why do I love Mega Absol so much? Absol has been my favorite Pokemon since 4th gen. Not 4th gen, probably 3rd gen, actually. Ever since I found one right after Fort Tree City, I saw this Pokemon and I was like, holy shit, this thing is awesome. I wonder what type it is. Back then, I had little to no knowledge of fucking typing. So I sucked at typing so bad, which is why Aggron is my least favorite Pokemon to this day. Because back then, I had no clue what was weak against what had to do with what. I had no clue, so I had no idea what to go up against Aggron with, so I would try and, like, tackle it, or, you know, go for, like, what else does Aggron resist? I would go for everything that he would resist, like a rock-type move. I was like, what kills this thing? And then I finally figured out with Blaziken that if you double kick him or blaze kick him, he is done. And ever since then, I've always just, like, went through and bodied Aggron ever since. I love killing Aggrons. It's just such an assuring victory for me when I kill an Aggron. But anyways, back to Absol. Aggron's not the topic of this. Absol gets Magic Bounce, which is a great ability. Sadly, he's stuck in OU, or not OU, UU. But he's kind of a good Pokemon to use in UU, I guess. I wish they would have maybe made him a little bit better than he currently is, but he got a nice speed boost. He got Magic Bounce. He also got a really nice attack boost. So if you go in with even one Swords Dance, you're pretty much going to either two-hit or one-hit a lot of Pokemon. Mega Absol's design, in my opinion, is perfect. I think I would have been fine with if they made him a Dark Fairy, because he could definitely pull off the look for a Dark Fairy. At first, I was maybe even thinking a Dark Flying type, but they just gave him his wings to, because it's supposed to be like his neck fur grown out, just to make him look kind of like a Pegasus thing. I found that out, which is really, really cool. And Mega Absol's design is just, I love it so much. And I love Shiny Absol more than anything, and just Mega Absol. Oh my god, Mega Absol is just my favorite Pokemon of all time. Always will be. Nothing will ever change that. Mega Absol is just the coolest and amazingest Pokemon I've ever known. I don't know. You guys gotta let me know, though. What is your favorite Mega Evolution that has been released so far? Don't worry, we will, of course, have a top 10 later down the road of what are our most 10 Mega Evolutions that we want for each gen. Of course, you know, Don't worry, that will come. I'll have a lot of top 10s in the futures. It'll either be a weekly or bi-weekly series, more or less. So if you're into top 10s, get excited because 2015 will have loads of them. I was skeptical to do these before because I didn't know how I would cover them or any of that shit, but I think I did alright with this one. So if you did enjoy this, then please do leave a like down below and let me know what you thought of me covering my first top 10 and what you think of my list. Of course, you always are, these are all opinion based no matter what. My top 10s will always be opinion based. So feel free, if you don't agree with it, to leave your own in the description. Wow. Feel free to leave it in the comment section below and let me know what your favorite Mega Evolutions are. These are mine, of course. You've already seen them. A lot of you may not agree with some of them, but I don't know. They're just personally my favorites by design wise and when I've used them and when I've gotten to use them. So I really like that. That's pretty much what all my top 10s are going to be based off of, is my opinion on them and how much I like them, designs and moves and stuff like that. But I love Mega Absol, I'll say it again. But I believe that is all I have to share with you guys today. So please, like I said, if you do like my top 10s, let me know in the comments below, please, so I can know if you guys want more or if I should just completely get rid of these on my channel forever. It's completely up to you guys and how you guys respond. But I'm the Storm, and I will catch you guys in another video. See you guys later. Have a great day and a happy new year. Peace out.